Yo, what is going on, guys, gals, aliens, and degen freaks? Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, I show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So, did we keep everyone? Did we get some people from the moon show? What is going on? Welcome to all the normal OG people that are in the stream. If you're here early, you know we stream at 10 o'clock, but we started a little bit earlier. It's 9:52 Eastern Standard Time. Hope everyone is feeling well. I hope you're feeling good on this Monday. I hope you're feeling bullish. We woke up bullish and we said, look guys, we're just gonna have some sideways action going through the weekend, and we are going to see some interesting movements into this coming week for crypto. So guys, we have 52 people watching on YouTube right now. I think we have some more people watching on all of their platforms. But guys, do me a favor. Make sure I sound okay. Do I sound okay? That's one. Make sure I sound okay. If I don't sound loud enough, let me know. Is the music too loud? We're streaming in our Restream studio platform because we have a special guest today. He's going to be coming on. He does his own show. So he's almost done with it. So he ends it right at 10 o'clock. So once he's done, we're going to give him some time to chill. And then he is going to come in. We're going to bring him in. And we are going to talk about a upcoming event that he is going to be doing. I believe it's in Austin. And it is for karate combat. So you read the title right, guys. It's how to deal with scammers in crypto. You just challenge them to a fight in the ring, and you settle your differences with blood. But guys, all right, we're gonna get into this show today. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get into the altcoins. We're gonna look at Pepe. Pepe is absolutely exploding. There's so much buy pressure for Pepe, and it's one of the most bullish charts for an altcoin, and has been surpassing all of the high tech and fundamental projects. And I think people are starting to probably cope pretty hard. So let's see what happens, guys. Let's get into the show. Without further ado, let's get it going. Let's get it going. All right, guys. So we are going to hopefully get the multi-studio set up. We got a lot of clicking to do. We need about 7 screens, so then we can make sure we click on the right thing. It's so funny. But let's see. We might be able to do this. There we go. We can do this. And we're going to adjust some things here so we can make this a little bit easier on ourselves. Dear Lord. Okay. All right, so let's do this. I'll pop this out. And now can see all of the things that I need to see. Okay. Let's see if we can do this here. There we go. All right. All right, so guys, we've been in some boring times. Basically, when you start getting into the price action of what we're getting into right now, what is going to get this market heated up is that we are coming into an election year. So we're coming into an election year. We want to make sure that you guys are keeping up with all the candidates that are pro crypto. And so whatever things you're voting for, whatever issues you believe in, you just got to do your research, So, but if you want to have more money in the next 4 years, you might want to vote for the candidates that are going to pump the stock market and crypto. That's all I got to say. We won't even say names. We'll just say, hey guys, you might want to vote for people that like money in the stock market, but not money laundering. You don't want to vote for the people that like to money launder. No, you don't want to do that. All right, so guys, you got to make sure, you got to let me know if I sound okay. Does everything sound okay? Everything sound okay? We got our guest is going to be coming in about 10 to 15 minutes, so we're just going to go through Bitcoin, We're gonna go through it. Is the music too loud? We can run music. We can't run the normal music that we do. We're running it through the Restream software, so we're not sure how the actual mix is right now. So hopefully everything sounds okay. All right, Josh D is saying it sounds good. It sounds good. Okay, awesome. Well, guys, make sure you do me a favor to directly support the channel and our partners. Go check out BITFLEX. They have probably one of the best, cleanest, simplest, but also into intermediate and advanced trading platform. And they have BITFLEX points. So you can get stuff with flex points. And I really like their market overview and just the way that they have the thing set up. So, and they also are doing amazing giveaways. We just actually finished a t-shirt t-shirt giveaway that someone actually won. One of the Dano Dojo members actually won that, so that's awesome. I'm super stoked on that. It wasn't just like someone that we didn't know, which would be happy either way, but it was cool that it was someone who was in the dojo community. So shout out to you. You will be, I'm actually gonna be sending that out today, so be on the lookout for that. All right, guys, so basically the markets have been boring in a sense that like retail's not here. The like Bitcoin is literally at prices of, but when the all-time high was in the range of the all-time high last bull market in 2021, where people were losing their minds over these prices. But the difference is that Bitcoin is at the same prices as it was in 2021. But then if you were to go to do we have Coin Go Live? Where's our Coin Go Live? Okay, yeah. So you go to Coin Go Live, and you look at the top 10, like, you know, the top 100. Let's say like the top 100, top 200, top 1,000. You know, I think this is ranked in the. We got about 500 about 500 coins here. We'll go. Let's see, go to the one, and then all-time highs here for these altcoins are on average 600% off of their all-time high. And Bitcoin is at the prices where it was in the previous cycles. So that's insane. Yo, shout out to Headband. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming in, and make sure you smash the like button, because this is going to get all of the algorithm pumping. It's going to get people in here. It's going to get people knowing about this channel, that this is one of the coolest up-and-coming live streams for crypto that you can be in right now. So you better get in early while you can. All right, so let's look at Bitcoin. Let's check out Bitcoin right now. We're going to do a little quick blast analysis on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now is actually opened up bullish on the market today, and it's been bullish through the night. So maybe the Asian markets kind of got a little, picked up some steam, but not on Sundays. No, I don't know if they did. I gotta make sure that I know what day it is. I gotta make sure I know what day it is, because it was indeed Sunday. So there was no active market, traditional market trading, but there in crypto, you can trade 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it does not necessarily have to be the weekday to be a degen in crypto. And you guys know this very well. You know this very well. So let's look at Bitcoin in the short time frames here on the 45-minute. We had a nice move from the support up a good 4% to the upside, breaking this level right here, the 62.7. That 62.7 was a nice level to come up and break, or at least to come up and test, because this is where we had previous resistance. So this is just like sideways range chop right here. All of this garbage right here. This is what we've kind of been dealing with. This is when people get real bored. All it takes is just this kind of action for people to get bored in crypto, because we have the memory of a goldfish. So it ends up being like that. You basically have a memory of a goldfish, and that's just how it is. I think we've all accepted that in crypto, don't you think? All right, well, let's see. Let's see how many people we got with this. All right, we got 44 people You guys are awesome. If you can do me a favor, and because the people that are in here relative to the likes, the ratio is a little off there. The ratio is a little off there. So we got to absolutely explode this thing. Like, make it literally explode. Can we do that? I think we can do it. I think we could do it. Because once that happens, YouTube will finally forgive me for all of the things that I've said. They will finally do it. They'll say, okay, fine, we'll forgive you. We'll make sure that we put you in the algorithm. But yeah, guys, we want to make sure that we are just providing you guys with a fun, exciting channel. And if you've been on my live streams before, you know that it can get kind of crazy, and it can go from 0 to 10 really fast. ADD, ADHD people are very skilled artists at going from 0 to 10 in a matter of seconds. Like a Tesla. Like, I can go 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, but then we can bring it right back down because we have a red light that we have to stop at, and we have to make sure we do. But all right, guys, look at the market. The market overall is pretty much green because we've had the bullish move up to the upside with Bitcoin. So it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. It's looking not too bad. But let's look at this on the hourly. So look, guys, we've been telling you, we're not telling you what to buy. We're just telling you what to look at. We've never said buy anything. We've just said, hey, keep an eye out on this. You maybe want to keep a finger on the dial tone for Pepe. If you want the switchboard to be like, can you dial Pepe, please? Okay, then look at Pepe. The thing has had so much strength recently, even with the sideways action of Bitcoin. So you look at the 45-minute, and then you look at Pepe, and you're just seeing a nice push back up to the trend line that we drew a couple days ago. So it's looking pretty good, guys. It's looking pretty good. This is why we've been watching Pepe. We've just kind of been following the money a little bit. We were speculating a good breakout from this bull flag. Oh, Phoenix is saying that this is a much better streaming time. Yeah, I normally, so guys, if you are here because of a different time frame and this like works out better for you, I do normally always stream on Mondays at 10 a.m. I need to make that clear, because on Mondays, right after the moon show, basically it's just like a transition. Like, the moon show ends, and usually I'm on the moon show, and then we go and stream right to my channel. So, but then from Tuesday to Saturday, we do 11:30 a.m. and 8 p.m. But on Monday as well, we still do our 8 p.m. live stream, and I know some people can't make that, but we try and do one in the morning, evening time, and one at night, so then it can kind of catch a bunch of different groups, because we have people watching all over the world. We got people watching in Australia, the Netherlands, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. I mean, we got people watching all over the place. We got people watching from all over the world, so, which we're very blessed and grateful for, because it's so cool. It's going to help us get more cultured and understand, you know, people from all over the world, because that's kind of what we have to do as humans. You know, we want to understand each other, you know. But you know what I've come to understand is that most people kind of like the same things. You know, we like good food, we like good music, we like to party. You know, like I think, and we like to be we like to keep it casual. You know, I think if you're a good, well-rounded human being, that's probably the staples. You want family, togetherness. You know, we're all just trying to figure this out. We're all just trying to figure this thing out. The game of life. And the game of life is now being used in tokens. It's now being digitalized, baby. All right, so yeah, Pepe's looking good. All right, so let's check the Pepe trade. All right, we're looking good. We're 165% in profit. we've realized 98 on this. I kind of want to see it break the all-time highs and see where then the run will go. This is nice that we are seeing bullish on a break on Bitcoin because we did finally we were putting in a limit order at a risky level. 61 brought the average entry price to 59, and then that is still whenever we go back to all-time highs, we'll be just scalping more profits off of this because then that'll get us to a total scalping amount of close to $3,000 on this one swing long, which is pretty cool. It is sad though, we got the one that we had that was going for a while was actually printing BTC in the same amount, 2,500 amount of BTC. We actually were able to get most of that and have it now in our hard wallet. Like we're holding that sucker. You know, that's our long-term like BTC holding, and we were actually able. Well, I would tell you the trade itself got stopped out. We were very bullish. So we were putting limit orders kind of up as it was going. And then once that 59,000 wick happened where it went very, very low, this wick basically, like this Bitcoin wick where we went down to 50, oh gosh, it was even lower than that. It was 56. Yeah, this one, I got destroyed. It got stopped out. I basically just closed the trade. And it wasn't any break even because I basically made like a 20x Bitcoin return on it. So we were able to get that out, send it out, and we made out relatively scot-free. All right, so guys, what are you looking at right now? I'm curious what altcoins you're looking at because this is what we're looking at. We're looking at ENA. We're looking at ENA because of the USDE Bybit collaboration with collateral with the USDE. Then Chainlink, I'm starting to get a little disappointed in, to be honest. I actually swapped my some of my Chainlink for Pepe because at this point, why am I going to keep waiting for safe plays to do well while something like Pepe, it's possible that it can clear all of these big techie fundamental projects like we talked about. So it's at a point, do you want to be the smartest guy in the room or do you want to be like the most degen guy in the room? And you don't want to be the smartest guy in the room in crypto because a lot of the times those people get wrecked. You don't want to try too hard in crypto is also what I've learned. You kind of have a bit of a in the middle ground. You don't want to try too hard. The moment you start trying too hard is where you fail. Wouldn't you guys agree? I don't know. But what I would agree with is that the likes are absolutely atrocious. You guys got to destroy it. You guys got to destroy the likes. You have to absolutely demolish them. That would be cool because we got a guest coming in. Oh, he's there. There he is. I see him. There he is. We're waiting because I was like, it's 10:10. We were going to give him some time. Oh my gosh, he's in. Okay, we're excited. All right, so let me make sure. I want to make sure that he's ready. Is he ready to go? Okay, I'm getting a thumbs up. All right, now let me make some adjustments here. I'm going to go to this screen. I gotta do some magic here. We're going to turn this off. Okay. All right, guys, I hope you're ready. Now, the guest, do me a favor, guest. Make sure this is shared on your X account, and you get this thing blasted out. You get this thing blasted out so we can, did I even share it on my own Twitter? Let's do it. Let's do this right now. And there we go. Because this is how to deal with crypto scammers. You just gotta fight them. You just gotta fight them. All right, so let's bring our guest in. We got J Chains.
What's up, my guy?
Hold on.
How are you?
Let me get my headphones on. And let me make sure your audio is all good because it looks like it's a little funky. So let me.
My audio.
Yeah, it's doing a crunchy thing.
Alright, let me see if I can just pull myself off.
Yeah. Give him let's give him a second because his audio was doing some things. He's probably gonna come back on. We'll let him adjust some things here. Okay, there we go. All right, got that. We'll put the chat off. We'll put the chat up. We'll overlay it. Okay. I think he's sounded like he was almost there. He was there, but he might be having some technical difficulties. So we're just gonna give him a couple moments.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's like it sounds like like you're a robot.
All right. Let's see. Let's just.
I hope it's not me. Let me see.
Hear me better now.
No, but it's still doing a weird thing. But you rejoin. I'm gonna remove you, and then you just come back in.
Okay.
All right, yeah, because like I don't know what's going on there. That's like it sounds like a robot. Yeah, last time we had the last or our first guest that we had on the channel. We tested doing it through this Restream studio, and it was actually Carl Runefelt, and he was actually, and that sounded pretty good. It came through well. We also had to do some adjustments on the audio right before we got started. So hopefully we can get this thing correct. Okay. We got our guest in. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Oh yeah, there we go, baby.
Is this better?
Oh my gosh, so much better.
And sometimes you want to use the cool set with your phone, but the phone said no thanks.
Oh yeah, sometimes the phone is garbage when it comes to things like that. But dude, what's going on, man? Welcome to the channel.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You guys got me with my glasses on today. I got to get my I have to go to the optometrist. Well, I wear contacts normal. But I've got to go to the optometrist today and get my eyes checked for the fight. Got to do a lot of medical stuff.
Oh man, you gotta get all so that's what we're gonna get into. You've kind of been in my feed for a while, like over the years. Like I remember seeing you on BitBoy's channel. I think it was on Around the Blockchain. Am I correct? Yep. So this was around like I think when also who's your other guy that you do the breakfast show with? He's huge.
Turbo?
I can't remember his name, but he's got like almost kind of got like you guys look very similar. He has a beard.
So Turbo was the host for I've done a number of shows, working out, but most recently with the Web3 Breakfast Show, Turbo was my co-host. He's he's doing some stuff right now, man. He's got some construction gigs, so he's kind of stepped away a little bit. But we've got the breakfast show still going, man. We've got it's more of a community run thing, really. I run it from my account, but the whole point is just for the community to come together and vibe, every day, every morning. It's like we call it the water cooler, the breakfast table, whatever. You know what I mean? Just a great way to start your day. Have some fun. It's your morning dose of DGen.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, we need something like that. It's just fun. I mean, crypto is still. I mean, it's like we're very early. We always make the joke like we're so early because we literally have stadiums of college kids that are groaning when you mention Bitcoin. They're like, they like feel like they're gonna puke.
What is that about?
I know. Did you see that video? I was like, what is happening? What is happening? That really did prove that we're not there yet, guys. But yeah, for today's show, I wanted to I want to get into the fight. I want to get into how your journey has ultimately led you to being at karate combat, getting ready to get punched in the face and also punch someone in the face. Yeah, so you said, I watched your video. You had a nice reel that you did on your X account where you're like, look, I'm 40, 43, 44 years old, and I'm having to learn things about myself that I've just like never experienced or confronted with like these types of emotions or fears or whatever it may be. So I want you to get into that because we're
Cool.
going to get into like the nuggets. You know, we're going to
Yeah,
get into the golden
I
nuggets
love it,
here.
man. I think that's fantastic. I think, yeah, you know, you hit it on the head. So 42, you were close. But you hit it on the head, man. There was there's a lot of things that, like, when you dig down deep, right? Like, when you get to the point, and I don't know if anybody's ever done like any kind of like MMA or boxing training, or just really anything that's grueling, where like you just want to give up sometimes, but you can't, because like at the end of the day, like if I'm in the ring and I say to myself, oh, I just want this to be over, that's not how it goes, right?
Yeah.
And so you really have to recondition your mind to get through what you need to get through, right? And so I tell you what, man, several sessions in the gym every single day, multiple hours, boxing, training. I'll tell you what, like,
Nice.
when you do that for a while, like up here, like you start to get lead weights. But you know, like when I was sparring the other day for several rounds, right? So the fight's 2-minute rounds with a third 1-minute round if there's no decision, right? But obviously you can't train for that. You got to train for much longer. And so, you know, I'm in there and like, you know, I'm gassed out, right? And like almost to the point where like I feel like I want to give up. And my coach is like, and again, I'm training somebody. I'm training or sparring with a pro who this guy knows what he's doing. He's looking for those opportunities to just tag me, because that's what I needed. That's what this was. This was my first sparring session. I've never been hit in the face before, so I didn't know what that was going to be like. And so this was really for me to try to play some defense, see what I could do on offense. But this guy was literally he's like a pro, so he could see a mile away what I was going to throw, right? And so he dodged everything, but he stuck me a few times. But that was like one of those things, man. That was another level up in this whole like journey of like, you know, I've got to take a punch. And like going into sparring, like, you know, I knew I was going to get into a fight at practice. And like, I'll tell you what, it just changes your whole perspective on how you approach literally everything.
Yeah. I love that perspective, man. And it is crucial because a lot of people have an expectation of what things might be or how it's going to go. And this is with like either getting to a job or like you're getting into the ring, you're putting your head on the line, literally. And so with that, you have to get punched in you have to get the pre-punch in the head. Gotcha. Because if you're going to go in there and think you're going to be able to like take a punch without having your trainer hit you in the head multiple times and rock you, you're overconfident, and your expectation of what might be is false.
Yeah.
So
I tell you, it doesn't feel good, but at the end of the day, it's also knowing, like, you know, when that happens, it's like, you know, taking that, you know, and taking that information, and that's what it is you know, your brain takes in this information, and then you start to figure out, all right, how are we going to formulate our plan from here? What are we going to do? Because now, you know, it's just like Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right? That shit's true. That shit's true. You're
like, oh yeah, I'm gonna duck. I'm really gonna have some deep, and then all of a sudden you get body shotted in the ribs, and you're like, oh, and you're like, oh, now my plan's done. Yeah. Now I can't breathe.
Yeah. Now, and that's another thing. I mean, that's massive. Like with your breathing and training for your breathing, it's like, because, you know, I've watched Joe Rogan. I've watched a number of videos about this. You know, once you see a fighter go to mouth breathing, they're done. Go and attack, because they're out of gas. Like once you lose that nose breathing, you're done. You don't.
It's interesting. I'm sure you were watching the previous karate combat fights between BitBoy and More Light.
Yeah, I was his corner guy. I was there for that.
Oh, you were okay, yeah. So I didn't even notice that. Shows how much I was paying attention to all the other people that were around. That's
the thing, right? You know, that's not the show. The show is the fighter and stuff. And so I mean, that makes sense.
But I was noticing that their defense was terrible. I have to say, they were so wide open. I was like, God, you're wide open, and they're both kind of a little slow.
Just throwing haymakers.
Yeah, they were just like going like that. They had their hands up. They weren't doing like quick jabs. They were just like, they just wanted to punch each other in the face as hard as they could, I think.
Yep.
So, and they were getting winded. They were getting gassed very fast. So
that's again, so it's all these things. So my major focus is obviously a ton of cardio, right? So I do several sessions of cardio every single day. And I train with my mouth guard. And now I just got a new one.
Yeah. Nice. There you go. Let me see. Let me check it out. What does it say?
It says bad motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Well, we keep it family friendly on here, but
Right.
at least for this, but
Bad,
it's okay.
bad MFer. Bad MFer.
Nice. But
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking about karate combat here, so I mean, we could, we're letting at least one slip, but no, it's okay.
My bad. I'm duly noted. But so I am super excited about that, and really quickly about that. I just on my show this morning. So we run the breakfast show from 9 to 10. I had Dave from Karate Combat on there, and one of the questions I got to ask him was throughout all this training that I'm doing, right? I got a 2.5-year-old daughter, and she's very interested, and I think she's a little nervous, but she goes, like, every morning when I go to training, if she's up, or in the afternoon, she goes, "Are you going to fight?" Like on Friday, I had my sparring. She goes, "You're going to fight, Daddy?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I asked her, I was like, "Hey, do you?" And she's a cool little 2.5-year-old. She's very, very cool. I asked her if she wanted to go, and she did say yes. And so I asked Dave, and he said that for fighters' families, like, they could come in. Usually there's no kids allowed.
Yeah.
But for, my daughter, for her to come in like a couple minutes before my fight, see my fight, and then leave, no problem. I'm really like, me and my wife want to have this conversation. Like, is this right? Like, I think, psychologically for me, I'd love to have her there. And I'd love for that to be the experience, like, we did this as a family. Because listen, again, everything amounts to all of this is like, this is going to be the biggest moment. The biggest moment was my big moments, like I got married, I had my daughter, like this, like those are moments, but like this is the moment where me as a man in a box, however you want to say it, like, this is my time. This is my time to shine and show who I am. And so, like, I want, like, my daughter, so, like, even when she's a couple years older, you say, "Yeah, baby, you were there for it." Like, even if you don't remember it, I don't know if they do. And that's another question I have for most people, right? Because, like, when we were kids, we didn't have cameras, phones, and all that stuff, like, readily available to, like, always be constantly reminded of, like, what we did, right? Like, my mom, we had the video camera, but you never saw the videos of it. So, like, the memories that I have are few and far between when I'm a kid. But, like, how are kids growing up nowadays? How is that going to affect their memories? But either way, that's a probably for a different show. But I want her to be there. I want her to experience it. That, so she does remember. She's like, "Yeah, you did that, Daddy. We were all there as a family." Like, that's important shit to me. So that's important stuff to me.
You're giving me chills, man, and making me smile so big because it's so cool. Like, you are speaking so much truth there about. You said, look, these moments in my life as a man, I got married, I had a kid. I like, that's putting yourself through the fire too. I mean, you want to talk about a fight in the ring? You want to talk about a fight in the ring is get married and have some kids. You're going to get your butt whooped multiple times. You think you got everything figured out, get married and have a kid. It'll test you.
It will.
But yeah, having your daughter be involved and you asking her those questions and letting her respond and be like, "Yeah, I want to be a part of this." Like, that's amazing, man. That's so cool, and that shows that you're a good man and that you are setting a good example for your entire family and for your legacy as who you are, because you are documenting, like, what we're doing now that you mentioned this, and we'll caveat it into, like, we didn't have the ability to document as fast of what our journeys were. We might have some pictures, we might have some old videotapes. I have some old, stuff like from the 90s and maybe early 2000s, but it's very few and far between of, like, literally everyone being able to reel every moment that they do.
Right.
So on the back end of that, it's like you can have a literal virtual catalog of your whole life, and your kids are going to see it. They're going to see it, especially if you're an influencer. So, and we could get into the whole thing about all that. But you just have to. This is where you have to really have integrity. You have to have. I mean, yeah, you could just go down the line of all the things that you need as a man and as a person who has your faces out there for the sake of your family and your daughter, and you're like, "Let's go. I'm going to have you guys see me go through this." They're supporting you, and it's amazing. It's really cool.
It truly is. And I tell you, like, I've said this on probably a couple occasions now going through this journey, and I literally would implore everybody, and again, the messaging is, don't go get yourself in an MMA fight. That's not what I'm advocating. But what I'm advocating for is for people to challenge themselves outside of their comfort zone. Like, even, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and I get what people say, but like that's just we've been conditioned to think these things. Like if you would have asked me 5 years ago, hey man, you're going to get into a MMA fight in your life, I'd have been like, bro, you are crazy. But like, you know, what you were talking about before, like, you know, this journey of coming through crypto, you know, being with some pretty influential people and having opportunities come your way because, you know, we align strategically with companies and, you know, Karate Combat in particular, like to have this opportunity and have them ask me like, hey man, do you actually want to fight? I'd be like,
it's huge.
Yes, I do. You know what? It's an opportunity for me in my career. Like win, lose, or draw. Like I will get exposure in my career about this, right?
100%, dude. And it's like honestly, what cooler way? I mean, they kind of it's a pretty alpha way. If you you can't deny it. I mean, it's like, hey, I'm getting in the ring and I'm like
get in a fight.
We're battling.
Fight. Yeah. And you know, and at the end of the day, and again, even thinking about some of the other stuff, right? Like when I started this, when the idea was presented to me, I weighed 240 pounds. Okay. I'm going to step into the ring into the pit at 215 pounds.
Nice. So say that again. You went from 220. You said 220,
240,
or 240
to 215.
Nice, dude. So you've been cut. You've cut. Yeah. So you've really got it. So you did a lot of cardio, right?
That's it. You know what I mean? So like, not only I'm going to advance in my career, I'm doing something mentally exhausting, but that's going to challenge me as a man. I'm becoming a much healthier version of me, much healthier. And with that comes better sleep, better thinking, better decision making, better trading, more money opportunity. Like literally, this is like, could you imagine like in this? Remember, we're in like the accumulation zone of crypto right now, getting ready to a parabolic bull run. Like, what better way can I spend my time making myself a better human being and then get rich? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, because like the time right now in crypto is boring. I had a title yesterday and the day before. Everyone's like bored with crypto and just kind of what's happening in the market.
Accumulation zone. That's why we're in accumulation zone. That's what everybody's thinking.
Yeah, so you got it. So you're in an accumulation zone of just like sheer you're just you're accumulating your it's like almost like you're accumulating the birthright of what you were meant to do, you know? It's like you're going into your destiny. So it's really cool. And I'm kind of seeing it from the outside. I kind of see like how you talk, your energy and what you're doing. So this is why I wanted you on the show, because this is exactly what we're doing. This is what we're doing. We're going towards our destiny. We're going towards the higher self. And these are the things that you have to do it. It's uncomfortable, and to attain the things that your higher self are trying to pull you towards, it's not like you know, you're just gonna be like, oh, just rainbows. No, you are going to get struck by lightning. You're going to slip. You're gonna fall, but you're also going to
hurt. But every time you hurt yourself, and you know, and when I say that, I mean like that's going to the gym and running 3 miles and then doing a 45-minute cardio conditioning class and then going to the pool to swim for, a half an hour. That's like that hurts. That doesn't feel good. But when you're done, you feel good because you said, you know what? I said I was going to do it and I did it. And I know if I just keep doing this, when the time comes, when I get to this fight, everything's going to pay off.
Nice. Okay, so we didn't get into exactly all of the details of who you're fighting, exactly when, how you can tune in, all that stuff. Because what we'll do is when we end the stream, I'll make sure I get all of the proper links for people to make sure that they can follow you. Because we can go ahead and we can pop it in there once we're done. So I'll make sure everyone gets all the links. And if you want to, you can go in the chat. You can post some links up in there as well. But yeah, let's talk about exactly all of the info that people need for them to tune into this fight.
Perfect, man. I love it. So Karate Combat is the organization. They will be broadcasting, and it's massive, man. They usually get between like 3 and 30 million views the night of the fight. So it's big. So they'll have, and it's free to watch. You can watch it on YouTube. I think you can watch it on the X as well. I'm pretty confident that you can. So it's actually during Consensus in Austin. So it is for the first time, because they've been doing this. This is KC46, right? This is, and they do it each month, and it's always in somewhere in the world. and it's amazing, right? But this is the first time in from what I think that it's actually during a convention, like a crypto convention. So it's going to be 2,000 crypto heads. So it's going to be a lot of people we know. Like it's going to be cool. And so for the Influencer Fight Club, so Karate Combat is an organization of professional fighters, and then George with cryptosrus, he and some people have put together this organization, the Influencer Fight Club. And so this is IFC number 2. The first one was the Ben fight that you talked about. That was in Mexico City.
Yeah.
In May.
So
I'm sorry, in March, I believe. Yeah, March. And so so this will be in Austin, Texas at the end of the month. My fight is at let's see, May 30th. And so Dave said it is the second to last fight of the night. So the co-main for IFC. And so, probably somewhere around, 10 o'clock at night on Central Time on Thursday, May 30th.
Okay, awesome. Fighting. Okay, so is this the correct Twitter for the IFC?
No, it's Influ, INFLU. INFLU.
INFLU.
Fight.
Oh, fight. Influencer Fight Club. There we go. Oh, okay, I'm already following it. There we go.
Yeah, so that's it.
All right. Okay. So yeah, I got about. Okay, nice. All right.
Yeah. So
that's guys. Make sure you follow this page and also Karate Combat, because then they'll obviously be posting the links on here as well. And there we go. There we got J Chains. Yep.
And then so I'm fighting Billy McFarland. And if you're like, man, you know what? I've heard that name before. Where have I heard that name before?
Sounds familiar. The McFarland. Yes, the McFarland sounds familiar, and I don't know why, but it just does.
Well, now I think there's Seth MacFarlane, who I think he's a comedian, or maybe I got the name wrong. But Billy McFarland is the co-founder, along with Ja Rule, of the Firefest. Now, Firefest, if you guys remember from several years ago, was the luxury music fest that Billy the Con Man put on, and gave everybody tents and bologna sandwiches when they spent, $10,000-$20,000 to bring their private jets down to the Caribbean for this luxury fest that was a disaster. Yeah. So I get a chance to fight him. And I put out a post the other day that said, hey, listen, I want to hear the worst Firefest story, right? Because ultimately, I want the first punch that I connect with Billy in honor of that person. And then the knockout is for every person that was scammed by Billy McFarland, the con man. And I only call him a con man. I don't know the guy. I'm sure he's a great guy. I don't even know. I only call him that because I watched an interview that he did in February of this year with Tosh. Remember Tosh from Tosh.0?
Yeah.
And so he did an interview with him about like all this stuff because he got out of jail, I think, like last year in 2023. So he said one of the things that he hates is when people call him a con man. So he gave me some gold.
It's interesting when it comes to fight psychology. There's all the fight psychology that goes into how you can actually manipulate the fighter before you even get into the ring. And it's by a psychological game. You make them mad because then it takes them off their game a little bit, because anger is where you go wrong. I think when you're in once you go to anger, then your skill, your strategy, whatever it may be, it's gone. Yep. So the moment that you are below that anger and you've just made the person mad, you're good, because then that's when they open themselves up. So just make them a little mad, and then you got them. You got them.
So
Jay.
Yep. So my next move will be coming soon, probably today. But everybody, if you're watching the stream, you're going to get a little alpha. Everybody that attended Firefest, I guess, they were expecting, catered luxury food, but they were served, I believe, bologna sandwiches with American cheese on white bread.
Yes, and the salads were literally ice. It was just one iceberg like thing with like a tomato on it. It was like they were like, yes, it comes with a salad as well, and it was like one like leaf.
All right. Well, there'll be what I'm going to do is recreate this meal because what he did was last week was rather offensive in my opinion. Is that he
Oh, he punched a pizza.
He punched a pizza. Now,
how dare that's such a waste.
That's a waste. Not only is it a waste, but I did see the box was dented pre-punch, so I think he tried more than once.
Yeah. Or there was a little sliver we couldn't see, and it just went right through. I don't know.
Probably.
It's Hollywood, so we don't.
It's Hollywood. Yeah. So I'm gonna get back on. I'm gonna have a little fun with this, right? Why not have a little fun? Like, we're showmen. Let's entertain. Let's put it on. So that's the whole goal. When you entertain people, when you put on a show, and when you've got some spotlight on you, we're gonna have some fun with it. And so I've got some bright colors. I'm gonna change my wardrobe. I was telling you, my daughter means absolutely the world to me.
Awesome. I love that you're a father, man, because I'm a father as well. It's like the most important thing in my life.
The most important.
It's yeah. And so I know you're doing it. You're doing it for the kids. You're doing it. You're doing it for your family.
Doing it for the fam. So everything will have some pink in it. I am not afraid to wear pink. Real men wear pink. And so from pink, you guys, there was a picture of me in a sport coat. I've since ripped the sleeves off, and now I'm gonna put some sponsorship stuff on there. And so I've got some pink apparel coming that real men wear.
But dude, you looking good, man.
Thank you. It's been hard work.
You're getting the shoulders built up there. Yeah. Looking good, getting some pecs.
That's part of my intimidation tactic right there.
Yeah, no, yeah. Just looking solid, bro.
Just looking mean, looking weird.
How does he look? How does he look, guys? In the chat.
How
does Jay Chains look?
I sent that
scale
picture.
of 1 to 10.
I sent the picture to my mom, and she goes, "Oh, I don't know about that." She goes, "You look really mean." I go, "Mom, it's not a pillow fight, of course. That's the point."
You have to look mean. You can't look like cheeky. Yeah, I mean, you gotta
trying to intimidate here. I don't want to, So I did one that's a little bit more astute looking, but I had to have my wild look, my bear look.
Yeah, it's funny. We actually jokingly we've made jokes that we want to get into a karate combat fight with Ran or any of his people from Crypto Banter. Because they think they're the top dogs and they're always talking crap. So, I called out Ran. He didn't message me back. He thinks probably I'm too much of a small fry. He's like, but he was talking a bunch of crap saying he's gonna fight BitBoy in the ring. And I was like, why don't you fight me? We're about the same height, I think.
Yeah, I think that would be that fight would be a little bit of a mismatch. I think Ben's a little bit bigger than Ran.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and then people wanted me to go into the ring with BitBoy, and I was like, yeah, we're not even near in the same weight class.
No, which is, 215, where I don't know what he's fighting in. He's actually fighting in London for Crypto Fight Night in June. I don't know what weight.
He's doing it again.
Yeah, so that's for Crypto Fight Night. So that's boxing. So that'll be in London in June, and then I think he's going to do another karate combat later in the year. I'm not sure where and when. But I think his plan is to do another one in the fall, maybe.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. I want to get through this one, and then I want to see how it goes. But my opinion is that I'm not going to stop training. Like, this has just been, it's great. It's just great for my health. So, like, if it goes well, maybe I'll do another one. I don't know. But I want to get through this one first before I, make any decisions.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked to see the fight. I'm more excited to see this than I was like the BitBoy fight, to be honest. Like this is I'm stoked on this one.
Thank you.
That's why I had to get you on the channel. I was like, this is perfect. Like this is right up my alley, and it's probably gonna get me a little inspired to like see you do it. They contact me to do it. I'm doing it. Get me in that ring. Man.
All right. I love that. You get yourself now. Do you have training?
A little bit, yeah. I have a little bit of training. It's called me training myself. I watch enough videos, but no, I need to actually go and get trained by a professional, and then they can tell me what for. But
what, because I know how to throw a punch, I know how to do that stuff, but the coach thing has been absolutely. It's been amazing. It's just the amount of times that I get whacked with a pool noodle, because when my shoulder gets tired and I pull it down. That's the you're gonna get punched in the head if you don't keep your arm up. You're gonna get punched in.
Oh yeah, so that's what I've been trying to do. Is like I'm acting like if someone was really trying to swing some punches at me as I'm going in for this one. I just left this open, so then you have to be able to actually have your hands in all these different positions to be able to actually block it, and also not have your hands too close to your face, because then you're just getting like punched. You're getting your hands punched into your face. Yeah. That's also a thing as well. Learn that from Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Not actually fighting Andrew Tate, but watching a video of Andrew Tate.
There's a lot of great information that you can get from some of these videos, man. Absolutely. I think a lot of that stuff is worth it.
100%.
Yep.
But yeah, so anything else you wanna get us tuned in on or keyed in on besides the fight, or that's it? Just the fight, or you got anything else coming up in the works?
That's my big focus is the fight. I have my morning show, which is Web3 Breakfast every morning at 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. Okay. So one of our big things, and I don't know if anybody listening is going to be in Austin. If you are, make sure you connect. But my big thing is that I eat pizza every Friday. Friday. Now I haven't had pizza in months because I'm training. Yeah. And so what's awesome is that the fight is on a Thursday, and so Friday, May 31st in Austin, Texas, I am going to be throwing one heck of a pizza party. So be on the lookout for information for that. If you love pizza and you're near Austin, you're going to want to be there. Okay, awesome. Okay, so drop the date again so everyone gets it in their brain and I can get it in my ADHD brain, forgetting everything. I tell you what, brother, I'm right there with you. So the fight is May 30th, Austin, Texas.
May 30th, Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Texas. We actually have some people that are regulars of the show that are in Texas. So right. I hope you guys, the people that live in Texas, make it to this thing. Go and support J Chains. Be in there waving a flag. Yeah. Just chant. I just need the crowd to chant J Chains. I got I wonder if you can hear that. No, never mind. It's not family friendly. I got somebody who made me like a custom walk-in song. Oh, you got a walk-in song? Okay, yeah. Then what we'll do, maybe you can post it in the Discord. Give it to me, and I'll post it in the Discord so people can hear it. All right, perfect. And you know what? I've turned it into my intro. You know what? Just turned into a Web3 breakfast. That is my intro song. That's what I started it today because the guy sent it to me over the weekend. That's what, and I just play it out usually on my. I don't know why I run a Twitter account for my show that I run off my account. I probably should talk to somebody about this. Yes. Yeah. Synergy. You gotta synergize everything into one thing, Yeah. No, I'm basically diluting it by having that old account. That account has followed me since Ben and I did Beards and Bitcoins. So that was our Beards and Bitcoins account. And then it became my account for Meta Money, or New Money Gang, then Meta Money. And now it's the Web3 Breakfast Club. So that thing's been with me pretty much as long as I've had my personal account. That's just always been the show account. But I don't do enough with it. I probably shouldn't. Probably should just deactivate it. Well, either way, you've been building something. You've been trying stuff. I think that's all what we're trying to do here. We're trying to figure it out. And yeah. So I mean, if you have a plan to make what you're doing even better, then I think people would be happy, and I think they'll appreciate the work that you've been doing, and that also that you're putting your head on the line going into this fight. So yeah, thank you so much. No, man, I appreciate let's get your full name, because I know you just as J Chains. Everyone is referred to as their crypto, anonymous name. So yep, it is Justin Costardo, and I'm fully doxed. So, yep. Okay. No yeah. I want to be like, bro, I don't want to be doxed, man. I am J Chains. No. No. I have a real name. Well, nice to officially meet you, bro. Nice to meet you, brother. I appreciate you having me on. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's been amazing. Really good talking to you, and I really hope that all of the Dano Dojo community members and all the people that tuned in today on the live stream really appreciated what we talked about, and J Chain's insights on preparing for this fight. And turning himself into a new man.
You got a really good beard, by the way.
Hey, you do too, brother.
Thank you, brother.
We gotta start. Maybe we need to start an actual beards crypto alliance or something. I don't know.
I'm all about it. I think it's important. I think us you know, and what do we call people without beards? Because I think that should be. I mean, that should be.
I was gonna say something, but I would get canceled, so I'm not going to say that. No, just
that's funny. All right, we'll find a name for our alliance, our organization, and we'll start it. If you got beards only, though, gotta have a beard.
But then I think the jokes are just they're too. I mean, I just thought of 10 jokes already, so I bet people just got about 15 on us going the wrong way. So
yeah, me too, and none of them are family friendly.
I know, terrible. All right, well, all right, well, let's end it on a good note. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on the channel. I think everyone enjoyed this interview. We had a lot of cool stuff to talk about, and I think people will be very intrigued to see your fight, and I think you're gonna do great, man. I could see it on your face, like you're ready for it. I think the training has really gotten you in a good headspace, and the support of your family and your friends, I'm sure, helps as well. So
absolutely, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you having me on. It was great to chat. Let's do more collabs soon. It's good chat with you.
100%, dude. Yeah, you can come on the channel anytime. Yeah, just message me. Hey, I want to come on the channel, and I'll make you a regular guest.
Boom. All right, let's set it up. All right, my guy.
All right. Peace, brother.
See you.
Guys, that was J Chains. The dude's awesome. Like, that was the first time actually talking to him, was just bringing him on the channel. So that's how it goes, guys. Like, when you just know someone's cool, you can vibe him out. And I was right. He's pretty damn cool, man. So I'm really stoked about this fight. I think it's going to be really fun, and I hope you guys are excited about it as well. And let me know if you want more live streams like this where we bring on people, we bring on guests. We're going to at least try and do it once a week. We'll probably start to ramp it up just depending on how we can get certain guests on and make sure it works with their schedules. But thank you guys so much for being on the show today. We'll bring the chat back up so I can see. All right, hold on just a second. Let me make sure, because I'm like double streaming, doing all kinds of stuff here. Hold on a second. Where's the chat? All right, so someone said we got a new subscriber from the Web3 Breakfast Club. Awesome. All right, so cool. We got some people from the Breakfast Club. I feel like we've been importing all the community people from all the best communities in the world. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, well, let's real quick before we end the show, maybe we'll check on Bitcoin. We'll see what's happening with the markets. We'll check on the trades. Since we were just kind of getting into the interview, we wanted to really make sure we ask the right questions and give the guest the right proper time that he needed to promote the fight. All right, so let's share our screen here. Let's go into this view, or this view. Or this view. I don't know. One of those views. All right, so let's see what's happening here. And you guys, yeah, make sure you go to you can go to J Chains here at Crypto J Chains. We will link that in the chat here. We'll put that in the chat for you guys so you can follow him. And then also we had the Karate Combat page as well. Make sure we get that. We'll put that in there. There it is. I was like, who is that lady? Post that. Okay. All right, let's see what's happening with Bitcoin. Let's check it out. All right. So, as of now, we got Bitcoin sitting at 62,800. The Pepe rally is happening along with this Bitcoin pump. Let's see what's happening here on the short term, 45-minute. Maybe got just a little bit of resistance here, sitting at 62.8. The 62.8 was nice resist. Oh, so this looks like Looks like a is this like a reverse Bart Simpson or something? What is this? What is this? I don't know what that is, but it looks like a reverse Bart Simpson of a sort. All right, so thank you 6 a.m. Doug for coming into the channel. Let me know, guys, if you are new. If you are new to the channel, let me know. I would love to give you guys a shout out. If you are a new subscriber, if you're a new viewer of the channel, we do go live 2 times a day. Mondays, we go 10 a.m. and at 8 p.m. And then from Tuesday to Saturday, we go live 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So this is a interesting pattern here. Now, this would not be fun if we ended up getting this test to then basically do the exact same repeating pattern here and then go up, because that's what this is looking like. It's almost symmetrical. It's almost like that would be very symmetrical short-term pattern here to get smacked off of 63.8 if we push up to 63.8. We already pushed up to 63.2 and then got smacked. So then I would love to see the moves through the rest of the week that would validate this type of move, because it's very well possible. This is a more conservative bearish to bullish move to the upside. Then this would be more of a more bullish non-conservative level to bounce from would be here from 61.8. But we had a nice massive green candle that cleared the gap in this range above the sideways chop consolidation here. So what is that doing with the altcoins here? Well, I mean, the thing that's been pumping the most has been the 2 altcoins that we have leveraged and spot buyed into recently is Pepe and Harry Potter Obama 10 Sonic Inu 10. And so we'll show you real quick. We got into the Pepe trade. We've got into multiple Pepe trades over the past couple weeks, or not multiple. Well, we had 2. We had one main Pepe trade that we cleared profits on, and then we re-entered back into the market when we got bullish on the wedge here. So we have this this bull flag, descending flag wedge that has been the strongest flag out of most of the flags that we've had marked here. Because look, most of the flags here that we've seen haven't broken up to even the halfway point. So Floki and Shib are perfect examples of this. And then if you look at Pepe, look at how much more strength we've gotten to test up to the levels to break the all-time high. Now, this is why I have been trying to tell you guys this, and it's not that I'm just trying to, it's not that I'm trying to shill Pepe. I'm not trying to shill Pepe. I'm just showing you the chart is the most bullish chart of a bull pennant that is in any altcoin right now. And look at where it is in terms of where it's coming up in terms of the market cap on CoinMarketCap. It's number 25. The thing has surpassed Hedera Hashgraph. All you Hedera people out there that are like, or just look, Ethereum Classic. It already, look at this. Aptos, Cosmos. Look, all you institutional, fundamental people here. Look. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Look at this. Like, come on, Toncoin and Dogecoin are taking over. No one's really talking about Cardano that much in terms of, unless it's going to be made fun of. Cardano is going to just go up naturally with the market, but not because of users. It's just going to go up because people that were holding their Cardano bags before We're like, okay, I might as well buy more so then I'm not really completely wrecked, and then I can sell and dump on everyone when it gets to the point where I'm in profit. That's the thing that people won't tell you about Cardano, is that they'll tell you invest in Cardano, but you better damn take your profits when you start getting up into these levels right here, because look, you want to know how many people are going to dump on your head when it gets to this price? Do you want to know how many people are going to sell their Cardano? Probably right here and right here. I don't know. Maybe they won't sell because they didn't sell. A lot of people didn't sell up here, and they rode it all the way down. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it's not. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, guys. It's pretty crazy. Pretty soon, literally, Pepe is going to surpass Render. It's going to surpass ICP. It'll probably end up surpassing Polkadot. It might even surpass SHIB. Because look, Toncoin and Dogecoin are in the top 10 of all of these big boys here, and Pepe's just hopping along. It's just hopping along, trying to break all-time highs again out of the most bullish pattern we've seen basically in any altcoin right now. And it's just a fact. It's just a straight fact. So what we're doing is we're trading it up. We're trading it up. We knew this was going to happen. We've been making sure that we are positioned well in the market to be able to take advantage of the most bullish altcoin chart that we see on any altcoin. I don't care what your project says it's doing or what it's going to do or what it's connected to. I don't care. The chart speaks for its freaking self. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying here, guys? It's very simple. It's very simple. All right. Did you guys have fun today? I think we had some fun today. We had a nice guest. J-Chains is awesome. I'm going to definitely be tuning into that fight. I actually might. I mean, gosh, I'd love to actually just go. I'd love to go. Can we do it? Can we go? Can we go? Let's see if we could go. Oh, we might be able to. I think it's far enough away. All right. That would be amazing. Yeah, I think I mean, why not? All right. Steve Randall Jr. said he had a blast. Who else had a blast? Who else had fun? And who else is new? We want to make sure we do ourselves a favor here and do shout outs to any of the new people that have joined the channel. And guys, please smash up the likes. I mean, God, we had a special guest today. We did a little bit of TA. We talked about some coins. If we can get the likes up, if you've been in this entire time and you haven't hit the like button, I mean, that would be cool to do so. That would be cool to do so. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, we wanna absolutely demolish it. Can we do that? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to end this thing, and we're going to get prepped for the show later tonight. Yeah, that weekend pullback shines the gems. It does. The weekend pullback shines the gems. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you later today. Yep. God bless everyone. Peace.